Hey everybody, so as we fly through the Civil War, we are now at the Battle of Antietam. So far we know the three causes of the Civil War: slavery, states' rights or popular sovereignty, and Lincoln's election. We know the South has seceded from the Union, or they have left the United States. They formed their own country called the Confederacy, and now the North versus South. We are in the Civil War. We're talking about the Battle of Antietam today, which, if you noticed on the little website, I put in a couple key points. The first key point is that there's over 23,000 deaths in 12 hours at this battle. Second, this is considered a key battle in the Civil War. When we read about it, we will talk about why it's considered a key battle. After this video, you should complete this short little Google form. It's only one question, very, very short. So, Battle of Antietam. I'm going to first show you a couple pictures of Antietam before we read about it. So during the Civil War, cameras are being invented. But the problem with cameras is, at the time, a camera would take a really, really long time to develop. So if I were the photographer, I'd be standing behind this big camera. I could press the camera to take the picture. The camera would flash, and then nothing could move for multiple minutes to actually capture it on film. So, or on like a film of a photo, not a film as in like a video. So when they were taking pictures, if they were to take a picture of the battle moving and there were guns firing, there's smoke, there's people moving, everything would just look like a blur. So Antietam became a really good place to take pictures after the battle because you'll see nothing is moving afterwards. So here is a picture of the battle, a painting. We have the Union over here in blue. We have the Confederacy over here in gray. There's a painting of it. Another painting of the battle, you can just see there's many people. You can see that there's this white little house in the background. But here's an actual photo of the battle. So like I said, cameras took a long time to develop. So after battles was the best time to take pictures because your people in your photo, they're not moving. So you can see this is an actual photo. This is a primary source. You can still see that little white house. You can see some soldiers. Another photo, keeping in mind that this was one of the most deadly battles. 23,000 people died in 12 hours. It's enough people to fill the Q, or whatever it's called now, Rocket Mortgage Field House. That many people died in 12 hours on one battle. So, to get a little more information on Antietam, it happened on September 17th of 1862. It's actually my brother's birthday, September 17th. Battle of Antietam took place in Sharpsburg, Maryland. General Robert E. Lee was in command of the Confederate forces, and General McClellan led the Union forces. Up until this point, all major battles were fought in the South. The battle began in the morning when the Union Army, North, attacked the hopelessly outnumbered Confederate Army. The intense fighting became one of the bloodiest days in American history. There were 36 casualties per minute for 12 hours. Every single minute, either someone from the North or the South was dying. 36 people were dying per minute. It's insane. By night, the Confederate Army retreated to Virginia. The battle was considered a Union victory. Due to Antietam, the U.S. government knew they needed black soldiers to help win the war. President Abraham Lincoln announced the Emancipation Proclamation to encourage rebellious states to rejoin the Union. Basically, Lincoln told the Confederate states that they will have until January to rejoin the Union, or all of their slaves will be set free. A battlefield evacuation system called the Ambulance Corps was established by Dr. Jonathan Letterman. The Ambulance Corps removed all of the casualties from battlefield on stretchers. So we have people, doctors and nurses entering the battlefield to collect the bodies. So basically, we have a Union victory. So the North had won this Battle of Antietam. But is the country winning in a whole for this war? You have 29 seconds. You have one country, the North versus the South. They're civilians of the same country. No matter who dies in the Civil War is American. So you have over 23,000 people dying in this very bloody war. The Google form will ask you why a book might have been titled Field of Blood after the Battle of Antietam. I'll see you in the next video where we talk about Emancipation Proclamation, or when Abe Lincoln sets the slaves free and